or if you're wondering why I'm on this, it's because I'll be using these names a lot in this, because I'm going to change some stuff in the history of my hero, like big stuff, groundbreaking, and all that. But after Deku takes down Muscular and all that, he would go running for Bakugo and bring Ada to the heroes, which Momos are with the heroes because there is no Nomus in this attack, which would ultimately cause the heroes to not be able to find out where people are if anybody gets taken. This is whenever twice would come out and start jumping all the students with multiple clones, because he kind of gets more than just one, he has several, which would cause he doesn't have as much split personality as he used to have all those problems. But Toga would take a shot of blood. It would go into compressed form, Mr. Compress, and they would start capturing students with in this one, what happens is that those both to sneak attack Deku, and Deku would of course dodge, but in result of that, his wings would be teared off, which would harm him a lot. But it's never said if a fairy loses their wing, they'll get weaker. But because he isn't a fairy, it's his quirk. I'll say his wings are like his weakness that he never knew, and he would lose a lot of power. And then he'll get compressed. Bakugo, Todoroki, and Kirishima would get compressed and taken with no moves to find them. And Shigaraki just coming out of training with his newly developed, or him knowing the way that his quirk is originally supposed to be used, and anybody he touches can instantly turn to decay them, which we've seen in one of the first episodes when they meet Overhaul, where he was so strong compared to the first time he touched somebody, to barely decay them, to come to decaying a whole body in the instinct. But yeah, they would get there, and they're supposed to go to the villain's side. When they say no, they would say, okay, then we'll see how long you last, putting him into a room with Gigantua, with Deku waking up with no wings and feeling weak, with him telling to them, since my wings got torn off, I'm weaker, so I probably can't go full out in battle. But in this training, they're battling Gigantua for 3 months straight, and UA school has been shut down because of this whole thing happened. No, you know what? I'll give Gigantua some OP ability called Time Freeze, but it doesn't affect anybody in this area, stopping them from moving. But in this area, everybody else can move, but he can't move out of this area, so he can't go randomly killing people. And if he does freeze, people would be still able to move in that area, but he can't go out the area. But yeah, so nobody ages in this thing, so for 1 year straight of battling, with Deku getting stronger and stronger, even without his wings, Bakugo getting stronger and stronger, figuring out how to explosion walk, and I'll put the electric dude there too, just because him learning how to walk in the air. I'm going to Gigantua real quick. Which he has muscle hurts. High end has his quirk. But he would pretty much, they would battle, and Kirishima would learn that he probably was, he would, I'm not sure if this is correct, but there's some suspicions that he's the one that killed Crimson Riot. But they'll get stronger and stronger. Todoroki using blue flames now, hitting him and everything for years, a year straight, until Gigantua's quirk wears off. But they're not aged, they're just ridiculously stronger. With Deku seeing Chastiple's true form, first configuration shooting it, but he can use his true form without his wings now. Bakugo shoots an explosion, completely destroying the building. But Gigantua stands up because I don't know how OP he is, but I'm making him even OP'er in this. With all the heroes hearing, getting news of explosions and all that. This is when the whole area is wrecked with those explosions. Todoroki would shoot blue flames, completely destroying the area, and ice that can freeze people's blood instantly and completely kill them. But Gigantua still stands up. Kirishima, with strength so overwhelming that he should be able to destroy a Nomu, and his hardening ability able to tank a nuclear bomb over here. Still getting punched around by Gigantua. And this one Deku and would use would activate his, what was it? It was 4th configuration Sunflower True Form, and would activate it with a huge mouth appearing in the ground, shooting out multiple shooting out a big beam of sunflower, hitting him, hurting him, and stuff. But this is where the League would try to jump them, but instantly getting clapped except Shigaraki and all that. But this is where All Might would get there, seeing Deku without wings, using his true form constantly. Like, constantly spamming it and everything. Like, his spear is always in his true form right now. Todoroki somehow having blue fire without him training for it. Bakugo shooting out nukes of explosion. Kirishima flashing around with his speed. And Electric Dude literally flying in the air and saying Lightning Dragon. Roar. I'm just making him a Lightning Dragon pretty much. Dragon Lance and everything like that. Completely nuking the area. With Gigantua stopping the battle by grabbing them all, throwing them to the ground, saying that you guys passed. See you later. Getting force teleported through the mouth and all that away. All on purpose. But this is whenever All Might's battle happens and all that. And this is why we're going to go to Deku and them going over to where Shigaraki is in a different part of the city, to a different city, by flying, pretty much, like zooming off, and I'll say Kirishima's just running down below. Or I'll say he created Airwalk, is what he created, which is him just jumping in the air with such force that shoots them off. And all of them using their quirks flying, and Todoroki using his fire, that he can cover his whole body with fire and fly, or he can cover his whole body with ice. Either one, or he can use them both half and half. But he'll be flying with his fire, blasting off. This is when you see them floating with Shigaraki slap his hands to the ground after having a breakdown. Pretty much smiling, saying this is what my court's meant for. With the whole city getting leveled with this one move. People getting disintegrated or decayed completely. Destroying this whole city with a few slaps and standing up and leaving. But this was caused Deku and them would attack him, but he would get force teleported, so nothing really happens. All Might would lose his power, making the third number one hero the second, and the second number one hero, or second hero, the number one hero. I messed up my wording there. And this is where I'll leave it off. Or I'll just complete the whole thing with everybody returning to school and asking, because it's been 3 months, or it's been 3 months already training outside the world, or outside stop time, and a year-end stop time, and stuff like that. Which, like I said, all it does is stop people from interfering with a battle for a year's time limit and all that. But people can still get tired in it. Which, they have like infinite stamina over here compared to the rest of people. Like, they can fight for a year straight and still be able to fight with such strength. But get there, that's what happened. They say for 3 months we fought, and then he used his quirk, or his ability of one of his quirks, to stop time in an area, making us fight for a year straight. And they explained the whole thing that happened, trying to make us villains. And Deku had his wings ripped off after people seen what happened, saying that apparently my quirk relies on my wings because they make me stronger and stuff. I'm waiting till my wings grow back, which they can. But he's just going to be sitting in Pollen Garden, 8th Configuration Pollen Garden, all the time. Which, I'm not sure if the True Form upgrades it, but I'll say that the True Form makes it actually a garden of flowers and all that. But yeah. This is when they get told about the whole lights and exams. Which everybody has special moves though, but they still have to perfect them. With Todoroki using blue flames completely, with black in the end of it. And his eyes instantly touching a rock, making it blast apart by freezing every crevice of it. And it would cause it to expand and explode. So it's the lights and exams. Where they get there, they split up completely. With Deku saying chestful first configuration with his wings that grew back, saying shooting the spear through the whole area, completely almost leveling the place. And he would grab the balls, levitate them, and shoot them off, hitting people everywhere, man. Like 100 down. Bakugo's 100 down. Or 100 down and all that. 100 down instantly as soon as the game started, and they'll walk off. And everything like that. Everything goes the same, but when it's gank orcas, Bakugo just jumps up there, exploding, leveling all of his gank orca's members in one shot. I'm pretty much wherever there versus class Mario and all them. And did you guys not know, but Mario's in class 3B. Not 3A, like 1A and stuff, but 3B. So he's a B class member. And all that. So yeah. That's crazy, right? But yeah. But in their battle, they're just pretty much clapping pretty easily. And that's where I'll leave it all. See you in the next video. Goodbye.